Continuing our 5 songs to start with series, today I thought I would go back to one of the first groups that really introduced me to how good lyrics could be. To be honest, I remember driving around a lot when I was a kid listening to Simon and Garfunkel with my parents in the car. We had the Simon and Garfunkel's Greatest Hits 8-track in the car all the time, and not really knowing anything other than like, oh, these are good melodies that we can all sing along to. And then Simon and Garfunkel are one of those groups that as I got older, the songs just kept reinventing themselves to me. So now that it's been quite some time, some 60 years since their debut, if you've heard of Simon and Garfunkel, or if you've heard other people cover them and you ever wanted to get into the band, that's why I thought I would do a 5 songs to start with for them specifically. The first one that I would tell you to listen to from Simon and Garfunkel is one of their more well-known songs, but the song Mrs. Robinson, I absolutely love the original version of it, the in-studio version. This is one that I don't profess to know what most of the lyrics are even referring to. To this day, I still don't know. Like, I know why the song was written. I know it's for the movie The Graduate, but a lot of the lyrics still don't make a lot of sense to me, but I love the harmony and I love the melody of the song. And if you get a chance, check out the version from this concert in Central Park as well, because it's a completely different reworking of the same song. So Mrs. Robinson is the first one I would tell you to check out. The next one is one that I definitely did not understand the lyrics of when I was a kid, and I would just sit in the back seat happily singing along to this song about isolation and feelings of hurt and depression. And that's the song I Am a Rock, which I am not at all making fun of isolation or depression. If you've ever suffered from those things, this is the type of song it would just surprise you that someone would sing along with without knowing. And I myself have very much felt a lot of the things over the course of my life that are included in this song. It really is one of the only songs I've heard from Simon and Garfunkel with no real resolution to it. It just kind of, this is a statement of feeling. But I know that a lot of people should be able to relate to it. So I Am a Rock is another one. One that to me doesn't sound like really anything else Simon and Garfunkel did. It does sound like the direction Paul Simon would go solo. The next one I would tell you to listen to is a song called Cecila, because again, to me, a lot of what Simon and Garfunkel did is piano and guitar, folk guitar driven singer-songwriter type stuff. And Cecilia is just a bouncy, like world music type sounding song to me. And again, still great lyrics. Again, this is another one that when I was a kid and was singing along with it, I didn't really understand what the song was about. So if you listen to the lyrics of the song, you'll understand that it's probably not the best for a family sing along in the car. But Cecilia is one that I would tell you to listen to. The last 2 that I have are 2 well-known Simon and Garfunkel songs, but they are ones that have been covered quite a bit by other people. And so if you haven't heard the original versions of these songs, I strongly recommend checking them out. Much like Mrs. Robinson, this is one that I would tell you, honestly, you couldn't go wrong with checking out the concert in Central Park versions of the songs as well. We include the links to all the songs in the descriptions of the video, so at least a link to one of the versions of these songs will be in the description below, so you don't have to look too far for it. But The Boxer is one that I would tell you absolutely to listen to. I myself have never been in any sort of sports training or certainly not for fighting or anything, but it just shows you the power of a good lyric and a good storyteller. The way that the lyrics are written, the way that they're sang, that song to me makes you feel as if you have experienced that, or what at least have a glimpse into what it would be like to be a person, in some cases, fighting for your life in that type of environment. So The Boxer is one. And the last song that I would tell you to check out, now this one here, without any real disrespect toward anybody who's covered it over the past decade or so, I think you cannot beat the original of The Sound of Silence. This to me, and you've heard me say this phrase on the channel before, is all of everything Simon and Garfunkel does right, all in one song. Fantastic harmonies, incredible lyrics, gorgeous arrangements. If you've heard a cover of The Sound of Silence, or even if it's been a while since you've heard the original, definitely check out Sound of Silence by Simon and Garfunkel. So those are 5 songs I would tell you to start with. with a songwriter like Paul Simon, with a group like Simon and Garfunkel, there's a million songs. So let me know how you think I did on my picks. Let me know what you think some of your picks would be if you were going to tell someone the first 5 songs to listen to from Simon and Garfunkel. And as we always say, thank you so much for watching.